Bien, gracias.
Bien, gracias.
¿Y usted, señor?
Sí, señor.
And you, sir?
You, sir.
You, sir?
Usted, señor.
Usted, señor.
Bien, gracias.
Bien, gracias. Okay, basically, we know that Mexico is a part of North America, right? It's a part of North America, North and Belize and Guatemala to the southeast. So Mexico is about 1/5 the size of the United States, and the center of Mexico is a great high plateau open to the north. As you know from our booth, we have let you see one of the second wonders of the world. Now, if you're going to look at the internet, the second wonders of the world is from their place, from Mexico, which is the Chichen Itza Temple. So it's one of the wonders of the world there. And the first one is the Colosseum. We know that in Italy. But anyway, I don't know if you know about this, but historically, okay, it says here that there's three great civilizations, the Maya, Olmecs, and the Toltecs. In the Filipinos, what are those? The Negritos, the Malays, and the
Ita.
Negritos is Ita.
Dagat,
Mangyan, hindi. Ano nga ba yung Filipino? No, Malay, Indones, and the Negritos. Those are the three. And the Mexicans have three also. They have the Mayas, the Olmecs, and the Toltecs. Okay? Basically, Spain, if we are ruled by Spain before for 300 years, it's the same with them. They were ruled for 300 years by the Spaniards. Okay? So until September 16 of 1810, they have a revolution. So they gained their independence in 1821. But the problem that happened with their country is that because of wrong management of the president, normally as you will read in the history book, it says there that Mexico, these are the countries that they have lost from the United States. Mexico lost United States.
Mexico lost
Ano kaya ibig sabihin nun? Di ba yung
from Mexico lost to the U.S.
Yeah.
Agila?
But that's like
May
states.
Yeah, the states that they have lost in the US are
Ano
this.
ibig sabihin yung ganun, no?
It lost the area of Texas, and after the defeat in the war with the US, it lost the area which is now California, Nevada, Utah, most of Arizona and New Mexico, and part of Wyoming and Colorado under the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. So as you can see, Mexico is a big country. Used to be, but now, yeah, it's not that big. But for our information, their official name is United Mexican States. That's why in Spanish, they are called Estados Unidos de Mexicanos. Okay, because they are United States of Mexicans. So their population by 2008 estimated about 109 million. Okay, the capital and largest city is Mexico City. The largest city is the Guadalajara, Monterrey. I know you have heard that. What is their currency?
Peso.
Peso. They have Mexican peso. Their language is
Espanyol.
Okay, their ethnic race, they are mestizos. They are the mestizos, 60% Amerindian and Spaniards, 30% Amerindian or America and Indian together. Their religion, nominally Roman Catholic, just like Philippines, which is about 89%. Protestant, 6%, and others, 5%. The national day of holiday is September 16, which is their Independence Day. Now, their literacy rate is 91%. So far, that's the important one. Okay, now what's happening with the Adventist movement in Mexico? I've got this in the internet. It happened September 4 of this year that there was more than 70 Adventist youth, pastors, and other adults from the South California Conference, in Southern California Conference,
This is
in
Los Angeles
California,
area.
yeah, in
Los
LA.
Angeles.
So they went to trip to Tijuana, Mexico, which is in the border of California and Mexico. They have just a border there. So they went there and they just give some free medications, free
Checkups,
check-up. They,
medicines, consultation.
yeah. The young people there came to receive, to give follow-up Bible studies. That's what's happening with them.
With addition to that, my parents has a house near the border, which called Rosarito, it's part of Baja. Usually, my sister has started, they began to build a church. I used to go with them to a church nearby, but then they decided, let's make a church in our community, which is where my house, my mother's house is. My sister and my mother, actually the Ochoa family, decided to do that. My sister donated $10,000 to buy a lot. And then we all, the family, we've been pitching in little by little, as is needed. By faith, they have started to build that church. And little by little, I started working, giving Bible studies, going around the neighborhood, doing Bible studies. Every time when I go on my vacation, I go and visit with them. I go around the neighborhood, give literature, ask for people to see if they want to have Bible studies. Now, they have raised basically the whole church. They put walls all around, doors and everything. And now, actually, at this moment, they just had a concert. People coming from the U.S. to sing to Mexico, and they invite in a big stadium, big auditorium, people from secular, all the churches there in the area. They're inviting so they can continue to collect funds to finish this church that my mother and my sister have started. And so I still, and all these people that she's mentioning, which was in the internet, these people once in a while come, and whenever they come to do missionary work, they stay at my mom's house. And so we're already very close. We're really very acquainted with these people. Anytime they do any missionary work in Mexico and Baja, they have this contact with my sister and with my mother. And so they kind of guide them around where to go, where are the neighborhoods, what are the needs. And at the same time, the U.S. and Mexico are working together now to finish this church. So that's what is happening really, as far as we know. It is very connected to this that we found on the internet.
Yeah, so far that's all what's happening with Mexico. And now we're going to give you a little number about a devotion, what's that? In Spanish. It is entitled, what's the title?
It's a medley.
Get that,
This is a Mexican medley of different
praise song.
praise songs.
Okay. And he taught me that.
No music, huh? Wow.
Yeah. But I want you to clap your hand like this first, so that we will have the beating. Like this. Yeah, like this. Can you start? Okay. Now we'll sing. Okay.
Quédate, Señor, quédate, Señor, quédate, Señor, en cada corazón. Quédate, Señor, quédate, Señor, quédate, Señor, en mí. Oh Cristo mío, haz de mi alma un altar para adorarte con devoción. Oh Cristo mío, haz de mi alma un altar para adorarte de todo corazón. Qué bonito es cantarle al Señor. Qué bonito es cantarle al Señor. Oh, mi hermano, vamos a cantar. cantarle al Señor. No, 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 no me olvidaré. No, 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 no me olvidaré. No, 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 no me olvidaré. Yo nunca olvidaré que Cristo me salvó. Libróme de vida eterna, no me olvidaré. Salvóme, libróme de vida eterna, no me olvidaré. Salvóme, libróme de vida eterna, no me olvidaré. Yo nunca olvidaré que Cristo me salvó.
This is in their flag, right? It's an eagle in a cactus. In a cactus.
Snake.
Yeah.
Eating a serpent.
Eating a serpent.
There was a prophecy in the Aztec,
Eating a serpent.
in the Mayan, which they said that wherever they find an eagle in a cactus eating a serpent, that's where they build the city. And so they will walk and walk like nomads, different places.
Nomads. No place.
It's just, like a tribe, going different places until one day, in the middle of the lake, there was this eagle in the cactus eating a snake. But it was on the lake. So where do you think they built the city? In the middle of the lake. And up to this moment, Mexico City, part of it sank or is sinking, or they kind of sank a little bit because they built it on the water. So that's what it means. These logo, Mexican flag on the logo. Yeah. By the way, this is only like
A sweater.
yeah, it's like for the cold weather. We call it poncho or gaban. And this is not really the custom. I wish I could have the custom, but it costs a lot of money. But this is basically something very common that the everyday people use to cover themselves from the cold.
And this one is a typical provincial dress in Mexico. This is how they wear their duster. Yeah, knitted, hand knitted.